San Dimas, California on a stormy little spring day. We've had a little low pressure come in. I'm here at the San Dimas Wine Shop on Bonita Avenue, just east of the 57 North Freeway. I'm going to see what Heidi has in store for our tasting this week. I hear she has some great Chiantis, and she's added something on Sundays, a champagne cocktail. Let's go check it out. Hi Heidi, how are you today?
I'm doing great, and hello to all our Facebook friends. Nice to see you again. I'm going to talk about the wines that we have featured for this week and kind of the methodology behind it. We are featuring wines of Italy that go well with pizza and pasta. We're starting off with the Villadonna Lambrusco. Lambrusco is a wine that's got a little bit of a frizzante. It's a sparkling, but it's not as sparkling as a champagne. It's got some nice fruit notes to it. Some of the Lambruscos that were made in the early days were very sweet and fruit forward. This has got some nice fruit, but it's a little more restrained, so it's a little more food versatile. So if you wanted something that was light and refreshing, but is actually a red wine, it's really quite nice. Incidentally, this in the 1970s and 1980s was the #1 import of the United States, which is rather interesting. Next, we're moving on to the Nero di Avola. The origin of this wine is Sicily. It's a medium-bodied wine with some nice pepper and plum notes to it. Absolutely wonderful and kind of a fun wine. And then we're moving on to a selection of Chianti. I have two standard Chiantis. In the region of Tuscany, which is where Chianti is from, they use a lot of tomatoes in their cooking. That's what grows best there. So it definitely is a reflection of the style of wine. So these wines tend to have a little more bright acidity that happens to be very good with food. A lot of times people get confused and they think it's dry. It's really not what I would consider to be an overly dry wine, but it's that higher level of acidity that tends to confuse people. And then we have two Chianti Classicos, and when you go up to that, from a Chianti to a Chianti Classico, there's some aging differences. It spends more time in oak, and it's a little bit fuller developed wine, nice, I would say smoother tannin structure, and a little fuller bodied. Last, we've got our Valpolicella Ripasso. Valpolicella comes from the Verona region of Italy, which is actually a very charming town that I've been to. I loved it. But the Ripasso is a designation where they take the leftover must from Amarone, and what they do is they dry the grapes, which intensifies the flavor. And so when they're during the fermentation process, they add the must from the Amarone. And so it gives it a little more fruit character and fuller body. So we're looking forward to seeing everybody at the wine shop. And I say, you know, order a pizza, swing by, pick up a bottle of wine, or come and do the tasting and enjoy a selection of these wines. Get to know Italy through their wine. Thank you, everyone. And I've got one more thing that I'm doing today. We've been doing champagne cocktails on Sunday, just something fun, different to do on the patio. So today I'm making a mango tango, which is nice to change up rather than just having a mimosa or just champagne by itself. So we're using just an inexpensive brut. This is our Toso. This comes from Argentina, and it's a nice dry sparkling wine that you could certainly have on its own. But to me, I just love it, and I'm a huge fan of the mango nectar. So you put about 3 ounces of mango nectar into the glass. And this is kind of fun if you're sitting around enjoying a newspaper on Sunday or just relaxing on the patio. It also makes a very nice aperitif. You've got that nice nectar from the mango, so it's a thicker juice, and it's absolutely delicious. Cheers, everyone. Come down and join us on a Sunday and see what we've got, what champagne cocktail we're making for you.